What is going on, folks? I want 2 to 3 minutes of your time right now. Maybe I'll go a little bit longer than that. But first of all, this is a fantastic book here from Simon Squibb, What's Your Dream? And for the most part, I would think that everybody has one. And I've been listening to a lot of Gary Vee lately. I have been for a long time. And overall, what I'm trying to say here is that, man, like, what these guys are saying, and they've been saying this for a long time, they've been saying it for years if you've been following these guys on social media, having a dream is important, and following it is even more important. Like, there are so many people right now from a 9 to 5 standpoint with their day jobs that are just clocking in and clocking out to a whole bunch of jobs that they hate, they don't like, they wake up angry, they go to bed angry, they can't sleep at night because they got to go back to this damn job, and it's absolutely terrible. And maybe there are some people that absolutely do like their job at the same time, but do they really like the job, or do they more just like the paycheck that they get? The point of what I'm trying to say is, it would be great if all of us can chase what we really want to do. And a lot of people say, well, how do I do it? Because I don't have the money, I don't have the time, the kids are small and all this kind of stuff, and we make a bunch of excuses. And a lot of the time it's I know I use the word excuses, but we just use it or call it life, right? But at the end of the day, if we don't try to do it some way or somehow, then who is going to do it for us? Nobody is going to do it for you. And so we got to be able to find a way to give maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour a day to building something that we've been wanting to do for a very long time. It's just the way it is. You got to sacrifice a little bit of time somewhere else to try to make your dreams happen for you, because it will completely change your mindset. It will completely change your mindset. And when you listen to these guys like Simon Squibb and Gary Vee, what's interesting about them is that they come to you from a vantage point of already hitting on things that they've been trying to do, even though I'm sure there's still a lot of things that they want to do that they're still trying to accomplish. But they come from a standpoint of going after something and hitting already. And so it's different with me, because the vantage point that I come to you with as somebody who's 38 years old is, there's a few things that I've wanted to do that I've managed to accomplish, but there are so many more things that I wanted to chase, and I didn't do something strictly based out of fear. And if you're going to live your life strictly based out of fear, I'm telling you right now, you're going to regret it. You're going to regret it. And that's the worst thing that you want, is regret. And at 38 years old, I am telling you, it is not a good feeling. It is not a good feeling. And you don't want to be 75, 80, 85, 90 years old filled with regret because of things that you were too scared to do. And a lot of the time, I think that it's really in our mind most of the time. Like, there are a lot of things and small things that we could have done to get that goal one step forward, another step forward, another step forward. But we just don't do it because we're so based and trained to be fear-based. Get a 9 to 5, stick with that. It's a hard market out here. You're not going to be able to find anything else. If you lose this job, you're going to be doomed. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot of the time when your back is against the wall, that's when most things happen for you, because you become desperate. And I'm not telling anybody to go out there and quit their job or do anything like that. Absolutely not. I am not saying that. If you can, and you can handle it from a financial standpoint and that kind of stuff, and you're willing to take that leap, then that's one thing. But if you're not able to do that, baby steps, one step at a time, 30 minutes, an hour a day if you can, and you will be surprised how much that does to get your dream going forward, right? Write things down. I've mentioned that before. It's very key to write things down. I know for me, writing things down changes a lot. When I stare at it and see it every day, it stays in your mind. And so you're more likely to keep going after it because it stays present in your mind. Especially when you're on your phone and you're on your computer and you're on social media all the time, I feel like what that does is it makes you jump from one story to the next story, to the next story, to the next story. And then you look and 2 hours later, you're still scrolling. And then you realize that you've accomplished absolutely nothing that day. And it's day after day after day. And then a week, a month, a year goes by, a decade goes by. And you kind of realize that you're stuck in the same spot, right? And I started thinking about this because for me personally, you know, I had to get to the moment where I asked myself, if I died today, right? Would I be proud of the things in life that I have accomplished compared to the things that I was too afraid to go after, strictly based out of fear? And honestly, I'd probably be happy in regards to my family life, like my wife and my kids and my siblings and all that kind of stuff. But to be honest, I'm not sure how happy I would be if I was the spirit of myself looking over my lifeless body, right? I don't know how happy I would be with myself in regards to what I actually accomplished compared to the things that I could have done if it wasn't out of fear. If it wasn't out of fear, how many people did I help? How many people did I impact? How many things could I have done that I started that I didn't finish? All of these questions now are coming into my head. And so when I think about that, it really makes me think like, man, I could have done more here. And the amount of things that we start that we don't finish also takes a toll on our mind. Why didn't we finish these things? Why didn't we stay focused on the goal, right? Why didn't we stay connected with what we were trying to do? And a lot of the time we just give up and quit, man, because we don't want to put the effort in. We're lazy. We really don't want it as bad as we say that we want it. And a lot of the times it's just you're basing or chasing something out of money. And then there are other things that you're chasing and based out of passion and impact. And a lot of the time I find that the things that I have chased out of passion and love and impact, somehow money seems to follow that as well. So take that into consideration, folks. It's your boy, Mike Roach. That was just a quick hitter episode, something that's been sitting on me that I want to send out to you. I don't know who I'm talking to right now or if somebody needed to hear this, but folks, go after what you want to go after. It doesn't have to be all at once. Take baby steps. It can be done. You can do it. It's your boy, Mike Roach, and I'm out.